Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video. As you can see, we have bought a little Citroen Berlingo multi-space, proper converted wheelchair carry car. The opportunity come up to get this one, and as you know on the channel, if it's got an engine, we'll buy it and have a, take a chance on it. This is not something that we've had before, never had one of these, so quite excited about it. I have no idea what it's worth, no idea what the following will be on it, but I'm sure we'll know later on. Lovely little straight car, very straight and being looked after. It has been sat for nearly 2 years. You can see all this green moss on it, but just having a little quick round it, like when I was loading it on, you can see it's had new flexi hoses on it. The exhaust pipe looks reasonably new. Very nice and tidy little car. I haven't had it running yet. It has got a flat battery, so I did have to pull it on. And it's got a few little marks around it, but the opportunity come up, like I said, and we will literally, if it's got an engine, we will have a go at it. You just don't know what it's worth. Let's crack on, get it unloaded, but first, actually, I think we'll get a jump pack on it and try and get it started. Yeah, let's do that first. I did forget to mention in that little bit there, it is a petrol, but I think quite a lot of these are. With our battery, I don't think it's going to be any good. Hopefully this will start it. Don't think the button works in the key. $65,800 miles. Firing. Sounds all right. Yeah, only 65,890 miles. I was just going to say, I think the stereo's missing. It's down here. Got some paperwork with it. Let's have a little look at the engine. Oh look, guys, cam belt done, 63,000 miles, 22nd of the 8th, 2016. Let's get it unloaded. I unloaded it. I've left it running for probably about 20 minutes. Went in, had a cup of coffee. Just thought I'd see if that battery even tries to take a charge. Temperature's up to halfway. Just waiting for the fans to cut in. But in the meantime, the tyres are a little bit flat, but only at the bottom. So I'm going to bring it in, go round, do all the tyre pressures. I think we give it a little bit of a clean up, see what we're working with. There is various bits of bushes and plants all hanging out of it. I don't know if that's grown through it or no, somebody's probably opened it near a bush and then shut it down, but let's give it a little bit of a clean up. It's actually come up really nice, and it is a nice, tidy, little low mileage car. I've just done the outside. I didn't want to get involved in start time-lapsing me being inside it and hoovering it all out, etc. So there's the outside done. It has got those little scratches on it there, and there's a bit of lacquer peeling here and there, but this is the value of this. It's not going to warrant having paintwork done. It is still very usable. I know quite a lot of you are going to mention about this rear wiper. I think that's probably been taken off for a reason. And guys, as long as that's not on there and not working when it goes for an MOT, they can't actually fail it. If it was on there and not working rather, then it probably would be a fail. But I've just cleaned it to a degree, chucked a battery on it, and now fires straight up. Like I said, I haven't done in there yet. Anyway, I've booked it in for an MOT. Let's whip it straight over there. I've got 20 minutes to get there and see if it passes. Just before we do go off to MOT, for those of you that didn't realise, I actually put a video out on Sunday, and it was a bit of a channel update and the vehicles. And I did actually miss a couple of vehicles, and it was these two here. The little Suzuki Carry. Quite a lot of people asked me about that, and I completely forgot all about it. Over Christmas, Chris actually chucked a second-hand engine in that, so that is back on the button, running and driving. And the reason we never mentioned it is because he said we are still going to rebuild the original engine out of this truck. It's just as and when the bits come up. I think a Comrod was quite expensive, and he said one will come up second-hand or a lot cheaper, and we will get round to rebuilding that original engine out of that. And the Golf is pretty much just how we left it in the last video. We are waiting on that fuel tank. It's on back order, and they said it would take 2 to 3 weeks. So I think we're actually on week 2 now. So hopefully within a week, we'll have the fuel tank in for that. We want to really concentrate on crack on and get the back end completely finished before we move on to any other jobs. And the axle is just resting on there with a couple of bolts. They're not even done up, so that we can whip it out of the way and get that fuel tank, filler neck, etc. all fitted on there. So yeah, sorry I missed those out, and I hope that that has updated a little bit. Let's go and get this MOT done. So it passes no problem at all, but it does have a couple of advisories on this one. Tyre slightly damaged, cracking or perishing near side front, and tyre slightly damaged, cracking or perishing offside front. So I had a look at those two tyres, and they've got like little marks in them, so I suppose they are starting to perish, and that is because it has been sat for quite a while. But I did just whip home as well with the hoover at home and give it all a little bit of a spruce up. I didn't use the yard hoover because we need to get a new bag for it, but a bit of silicone around here, shined it all up, give it a little bit of a clean, and really does make all the difference. Nice little cover there over the radio. I'm not sure what that one's for, but I'm sure one of you in the comment section down below will let me know. And I think there's a little, possibly, yeah, there is a little lens missing off of this one here. I thought it might have been in the ashtray or something, but there you go. I very nearly stopped there and forgot to show the actual main feature of the van, car with windows on. I'm not even really sure what you'd call that. It's a disability vehicle, right? So, nice reflective strip there, and one lever full wheelchair access. And if we go inside, you can see it's got like a main seat belt there that hooks in over here, and it's got all of these anchors. There's 2 at the back, and I can see there's 2 at the front. The spare wheel obviously is in the back here because it can't go underneath due to this floor being put in there. Got a fire extinguisher in it, some storage, and these little seats. So it can still be used as a family car, obviously with somebody that has a wheelchair, because it's got these 4 seats in it. Let's flip that up, turn it round the other way. I think it's a lovely little car. and it's lovely on the miles, and you can see it has been really well looked after. I do think it would benefit from a nice polish. And also, Chris pointed out earlier, it has got a roof rack on it as well, so you could put a roof box on there. The last bit is the bodywork. I think that if we did give it a bit of a polish, I think it'd come up very nice. Certainly a lot of these watermarks, but I'll get a bit closer to those flat spots I was on about. It doesn't feel like it's peeling or anything, so I probably will just go over that with a little bit of polish. There is some little bits of lacquer peeling off around the bumper there, but that's not going to affect the way this car drives or affect anything. It's 1998, 99 on an S-Reg. It's just not going to benefit from any paintwork. It's not going to need it. But it's quite straight. It has a couple of very minor car park things in it, but again, nothing. It's just, I don't think it would warrant having any paintwork. This little ramp, look how quick it folds away. One clip in it there and it's done. Beautiful. So a nice quick little turnaround video there, and a quick turnaround on the car. It was all quite straightforward stuff to do, and yeah, like I said, very, very quick. So we just had a quick flick through the internet, and they are very, very expensive disability vehicles, which is a shame really how expensive they are. I was just looking at the comparison to a van to a disabled vehicle, and it was telephone numbers different, which is unbelievable. Now, I'm going to be putting that van probably later on tonight or tomorrow on Instagram for sale. Me and Chris just said, what would be a reasonable price for that? And we come up with $995. We are going to put a couple of tyres on that car because they was advisories, so they do need doing. We're asking $995 for it, and we would genuinely like that car to go to somebody that actually really, really needs it and really, really wants it. So when I put it on sale on Instagram, I would just ask you to include your phone number if you are interested, or if you know anybody that really needs one of them cars, give my details and get them to send over their phone number. And in order that the phone numbers come in, obviously I will start at the top and work my way through. And because on one of the last builds, I put it on for sale, we had probably 40 people send their number. So it wasn't really convenient for me to go and call all those 39 people back that didn't have the car. So I did do a bit of a post after just to say that it had gone, and I will do the same. So that is the end of today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. It was something a little bit different as usual. If you did enjoy it, please do give us a thumbs up. Put your comments in the comment section down below and let us know what you think. And we'll see you later in the week for the next one.